Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. So we are now, well, this is the second day of the Edge of Greatness, but I'm going to make this day one, June 2nd. We're in, not Edge of Greatness, we're in Echoes of Tomorrow. We finally passed Edge of Greatness, and also I got a B in marketing class, and I'm going to tell you the truth. I was not very honest. I cheated on some of my tests. I was just trying to get through it. I was just like, I'm just done. And it's, you can only learn so much in 2 weeks, but yeah, marketing is done. I passed with the B. Now only thing that's left is me fulfilling this internship, which I'm currently doing now. So I'm happy about that. And I'm also working on getting a car. Once I get a car, the next big thing is to get a place. But the minor things are like getting braces. I want to get a tattoo behind my ear, a heart, an eye, and eye and a heart. And then I want to get a tattoo on my side, which I'm still contemplating. I don't know if I want the tattoo or not. I think once I do the tattoo behind my ear, I think I'm going to be done getting tattoos because tattoos are permanent. So I think that's going to be the last tattoo I get. But I will get my nose pierced. I want to get the one that goes in here. I want to get my nipples pierced. I want to get my belly button pierced. And I want to get piercing up here. And then that's all the piercings that I want. I don't want any more piercings. So, yeah. And, yeah. I just want to just keep elevating, you know. And on my goal list, you know, I do want to get piercings. I do want to get a tattoo. I think that's going to be the last tattoo I get. I don't want any more tattoos. Another thing that I want to work on is building my credit. I want to work on building my credit. I want to work on building my credit, which is something I'm going to do this year. I think I don't know. It's a lot of things that I want to accomplish and do. But for now, the biggest thing is to get a car. I had to think for a minute. Also, some exciting news is I ran a mile. Okay, I didn't exactly run it like all the way. I ran like around it 3 times before I had to take a break. And then I ran around it like twice. And then I started to run one. On the track inside the gym, you run it 10 times, it equals a mile. So I ran it 10 times and I ran a mile. So I'm pretty happy that I ran a mile today. So yeah. And I did the Stairmaster for 20 minutes. So when I get paid this Friday, I will be doing the Stairmaster for 20 minutes and I'll be running the treadmill until I get them to a mile. Now, when I master the Stairmaster and the treadmill running, if I can run for 10 minutes not 10 minutes, but if I can run until I reach a mile and I can do it without breaking a sweat, then the next thing I'm going to do is run 2 miles. Then I'm going to run 3 miles. Then I'm going to run 4 miles. Then I'm going to run 5 miles. Until I can run, I think about 10 miles. If I can run 10 miles and if I can run and not break a sweat, and that means run it and not stop. That's what I want to get to the point. Run it to the point I can run it and not stop. And when I get to that point, I'm going to start to increase the incline. So I'm going to do like 2, then 3, then 4, like maybe go up to 5 on the incline. Run that, see how long I can run until, and then I'm going to run, you know, until I get all the way up to incline number 15. I can run, and I can just run and not break a sweat. Like, that's where I want to get to. So today at work was great. This is my second week of work. My second week, my 6th day, because I started work Tuesday. So it's my 6th day. Tomorrow will be my 7th day, so it'll be a complete week. But since last week is considered a week, I already worked a week. This week is my second week of my job, and I'm loving it, you know. Pretty easy. It was hard at first, but I'm getting used to it. After this week, I got 6 more weeks left, and during that 6 weeks, I will be trying to save up money for a car. I will be getting my tattoos. I will be getting my piercings. I really will be saving up money for a car. I'm going to try to find things to do on the weekend that are fun. That's fun for me. Maybe go to the movies, or I don't know. I think the biggest thing that I want to work on is my book, and that's my Black Lazari Through Concrete, which is my poetry book. But I don't want to spend all my time working on it. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I can't pop poems out my ass. I have to have inspiration. And I don't want to be repetitive and write a poem about the same thing. I want everything to be different. I think I had a poem idea. It was something See, that's why I had a poem I did earlier today. Oh, something like Red Rose. That's what it was called, Red Rose. And I said Red Rose would be dope. I could write a poem about a red rose. But I already wrote a poems about Black Rose. But I'm like, maybe Red Rose. But I have to have inspiration on how to write a poem every day for me to write a poem. So I think what I'm going to do is, since I already wrote a poem yesterday, I'm just going to write one poem every day. If I write one poem every day, by the end of July, I would have 60 poems almost. So when I have 60 poems, I would need about 15 more. So I think I'm going to push a little bit into August. I think in the month of August, I'm going to try to get the book done. It's going to take me a while before I publish it. I think Black Lazaria Through Concrete is what I'm going to publish on my birthday. It's going to take me time because this book is about, it's already in the 200 pages. By the time I get done, it's going to be between 300 and 400 pages. So I need to make sure that it's edited. I need to make sure that it's edited. I need to make sure it's edited. I need to make sure, I have to edit. And I'm going to read it and read through it and read through it and read through it and read through it. I'm going to read through it a lot. That's going to probably be my book of the, I'm going to read a poem each night. Or read a couple of poems every night. Make sure they got their commas, their periods. Make sure the words are spelled the way that I want them to be spelled. Make sure everything is right. And I think I'm going to publish it on my birthday. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure by the time it's November or maybe October, I'm going to make sure that I'm done reading it and it's going through the process. So it might be my birthday or it might be before my birthday. That's the deadline for the book. And then the next book will be Haircut. And then the next book will be I'm going to write 2 children's books next year. And before I turn 26, I want my 2 children's book to be published plus my Haircut book. I want all those books to be published. Or by the time I'm 26, those books published. Because, I want them to be published by the time I'm 26 because I want to start working on developing my cartoons and storytelling for my cartoons and things that I have, the ideas for that. So, Black Lazaria Through Concrete it's going to be a game changer. And that I want to publish that book, but I want to publish it this year. So if there's a possibility that it's done before my birthday, it most definitely will be published before my birthday. So that's the next goal, is to publish that book. I think, and I got to continue to build credit. I need to figure out how to do that. I think I might have to get a credit card, but I don't want to because I don't want to have to make that risk. I'm not ready for that. So I think I'm going to wait on building credit because I need to make sure I have a steady, stable job that I can pay back, because that's how you do a credit card. Or they say, like, for credit, what you could do is, like, spend all your gas on it. Like, that's what I might do. I might spend my gas on it, but then you use that credit and then you got to pay it back at the end of the month or when the credit's due. So if you spend $200 of credit, you got to pay the $200 back. So it's just like, what's the point? So, and I'm not at the point where I'm ready to do that. So I think building my credit is going to be put on the back burner until I can find a good system of how to build my credit so that I will not, that I won't be going bankrupt. But yeah, so the biggest things right now is to get a car. I think I highlighted getting a car, write my new book. So, I mean, I'm going to try to write 2 poems a day. If I write 2 poems a day, 60, that'll be 120 poems. That should catch me up completely if I write 2 poems a day. So I'm going to try to write 2 poems today, and every day I'm going to try to write 2 poems. I'm going to try to figure out how to write them using different words and everything. Instead of 1 poem, I'm going to try to do 2 because then I'll be done by July. And then I can go ahead and start editing it. I would, like I said in my previous videos, I would take it to an editor. But I don't want the editor to change my wording around. So the way that I write this book is going to be the way that it is written for a reason. So yeah. I think that's the end of this video. So just catching you up today. We're in the Echoes of Tomorrow. So everything that I talked about in Edge of Greatness, I'm not talking about it. So if I talked about college life, well, the only thing that you're going to hear me talking about is my internship, my propelling forward. I might talk about my weight loss. When I get, you're gonna see me, just what I'm doing when I get my tattoo, when I get my piercings. You're gonna hear me talk about that. Just things that I do this year. You'll see me post about my hair. I have to figure out new goals. I mean, that's the reason why I need to work on my book, and I'm talking about my book. So I think I'm going to write 2 poems a day. And I'm going to make sure I write those 2 poems every single day. 2 poems every single day. Because by the end of July, it'll be done. And then in August, I can go back, because school doesn't start until a certain time in August. So if I can utilize that 2 weeks before school starts to like literally spend all my time, besides working a job, like going back and reading my poems for those 2 weeks, I'll be great. I'll be great. So by the time school starts, I can be in the phase of sending it off to get edited and all that. And so in September, my book is probably going to be published in September. I think it's September or October. So I can have my book published. And when that book is done, I'm going to take a break from writing. You know, I'm going to take a break. And then when the new year, when December comes and we're going to winter break for school, I'm going to start writing Haircut. I'm going to try to write it out quickly. I think I'm going to write it out. I'm just going to write it out quickly. Just write it out. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to edit it. And then I'm going to edit it a couple of times. I'm going to go back and edit it. Then I'm going to go back and proofread it. And then I'm going to send it off. And then and with Haircut, I will get an editor to read my book with Haircut. So I'm just going to be showing you guys. I got to make plans of what I'm going to do. So tomorrow I'm just going to work, then I'm going to work, then I'm going to the gym, and then when I get back I'm going to work on my book, probably watch me some little bit, because you know the Diddy case going on, so I'm watching me Armand Wiggins, so go check him out. But I'm doing that. So that's my evening. That's all. Like that's it. So I'm gonna take this chance to relax. I'm gonna relax, watch some movies, do a YouTube video. And then Wednesday, same thing. Then Thursday, I have the recovery at the church. Then Friday, I have recovery. I mean, not recovery. I have Bible study Friday. And then I'm going to, if I get off at 4 on Friday and 4 on Thursday, it depends on when I get off. Like, I think I can work out Friday, but I can't work out Thursday. So, and then I got to go to the bank. Then Saturday, hopefully by then I got a gym membership, where I can look into getting a gym membership so I can work out this weekend. And then next week, pretty much work, go to the gym, go to church, write my book. I'm trying to figure out what else I could do. I'm still contemplating like what else I could do. Something that's free. I'm trying to think. I don't know, because in the evening, like here in Pittsburgh, it's not a lot of things to do. And even, you know, I'm trying to figure out, like, I wish there was like yoga I could go to in the evening. But even if it was yoga, you know, yoga cleans at a certain time. So then you got to get home at sometimes. It's not like I'm getting home at 10 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? So I'll figure it out. We're going to make this summer a work summer, but a fun summer. We're going to hard work and play first. Or hard work. I don't know what I'm saying. But bye.